And I believe we are live. Welcome to the Know Yourself Revolution live. My name is Grace Gravestock, and today I am speaking with MicheleAnn Phillips, and we are going to talk about how to eclipse your fear with gratitude. Welcome, MicheleAnn.
Thank you.
MicheleAnn, I just realized I don't have your bio in front of me, but I will say this. You have been one of the most impactful people in my life this last month. And so for people who are just now joining us, I'll just tell you the quick version of that story. I had a lot of tooth pain, and I had headaches from decades of headache pain. And I cried out in desperation. And as if by automagic, MicheleAnn appeared in my life, and she scheduled time. And we were going to talk about a call about her being on the podcast. And in the course of that, she demonstrated her theta healing process, and it was amazing. Took away my pain, and like on the call, it was amazing. I still have that recording. I'm intending to create a testimonial video. It was so powerful, and I'm so grateful to you for doing that. So that's a little bit of an introduction. Maybe you can talk a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yes. So first of all, it was a pleasure and an honor to be able to do that for you. So my name is Michelle. I'm a theta healing practitioner. I became a theta healing practitioner for myself initially. So my story is I was born sick. I got sicker until I was put off work with multiple sclerosis. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I decided it was time to learn to heal myself. So I dove into Reiki, became my own client. And then as I progressed, I learned about theta healing and limiting beliefs and how we all have them and how we can clear them and choose much more empowering beliefs that can set us up for success and thriving in life. And that's what I teach people now. So I teach people how to change their limiting beliefs, and I help them heal their body, because oftentimes it's these limiting beliefs that we have that are keeping us stuck, or there's just a little blockage somewhere. It could be like a resentment or a forgiveness that needs to happen. And oftentimes it's all about repressed emotion. So we just dig into that. We find the beliefs that you may be harboring, and then we just upgrade them, much like updating your laptop, to something that's going to work for you, so you can let go of the striving, the feeling like you're stuck, and actually move forward in your life with empowerment.
I was so surprised at how quick and easy this is. If you want to upgrade to VIP, you can still get that healing that she did for everyone. Can you talk a little bit about what's on that recording? Because I think it was so powerful. I remember feeling it in my body, and a lot of people put in the chat at the time that they felt it in their body. So it's very powerful and so amazing for changing things. So I'll let you talk about what you did and why somebody would want to get that recording.
Okay. So I can't remember word for word what I had in there because I had it written down next to me. However, we can do a clearing here. So what I do is, like, let's be clear. It's not my power. It is God. It is Creator, Source. And I've just developed the ability to tap into Source and tap into your higher self. And it's like relaying the messages back and forth. So I work as like a mediator between you and Source, getting the messages. So Source tells me, ask this question, or look over there, or what about this? And then the information comes in. Say, what do I do with this? And Source tells me. And so it's kind of a back and forth with Source, and the results are incredible. So what I'm finding now is, like, this fear stuff is happening in the collective. And I don't know about you, Grace, but I can feel it in my body.
I've been hearing about it. I'm probably not as sensitive yet as you. And I think that's partly by design. Like, I think I've blocked for many years the sensitivity that I naturally have, because it's so scary to me to feel all that. in my human design chart, I'm very sensitive, but I think I've blocked some of that. But I've heard a lot about it, and that's what we were going to talk about today, is the fear that we're hearing. I mean, I'm hearing about it, you're feeling it, and really what we're talking about is the fear around the eclipse. So historically, that's been a thing. Eclipses for whatever thousands of years have always been viewed with fear. And that's because a lot of people don't understand what's happening. And strange and crazy things do happen during eclipse season. And the reason is because it's a time where there's a lot of energetic shifts. And it's a time where people do, there do tend to be a lot of extreme changes, I'll say. And so there's reason for us to be aware of the time we're in. But we want to encourage you to not be in fear.
Right.
What would you want to say about that, Michelle?
Well, when we look at frequencies and energy, the energy of fear, guilt, and shame are some of the lowest vibrations on the planet. And what I have found to be true is that fear is spread because it's like whatever energy is creating that fear wants to be amplified in the minds of us humans, because we are the creators. So what we focus on, we create. So with all of this fear going around, it's as though we're being forced to fear the unknown, the uncertainty, because nobody knows what's going to happen. There's all these little stories out there that are pushing fear on us. And then we're like in a state of overwhelm, a state of, oh my God, fear of the future. And that takes you out of the present moment. And all of your power is in the present moment. It's like, my power is not on April 8th when the eclipse is going to happen. My power is here right now, right? And one way to really get in your power and override that frequency of fear and uncertainty is to focus on what you're grateful for. And a reason why that's so powerful is because you can only be grateful now. So being grateful really grounds you in that present moment. So, because it's like, I'm grateful for my little cat who's beside me, grooming herself. I'm really grateful for her. And just, that feels good to be grateful for her. So when I focus on the things that I'm grateful for, I lose momentum in the things that I'm afraid of. They kind of fall away. So by staying in that present moment, focusing on the gratitude, you're raising your frequency and you're literally eclipsing that fear with your gratitude. And then you can focus on that. And we get into the energy of momentum, where you just kind of do the snowball down the hill, creating more things to be grateful for.
Absolutely. I was about to say that. So I love having a gratitude practice. I use it every day, 10 minutes, a pen and paper. This is a free video that you can get at activateyourlifepurpose.com. If that doesn't come up, put a www in front of it. But it's a free two-step process that I teach. And why do I teach it? Because it helps you raise your frequency through gratitude. And then from that higher perspective, that higher elevated frequency, that is the place that you can create from. We're all creators. We all create our own reality, just that most of us don't do it intentionally. So at this time, and the reason why Michelle and I wanted to talk about this, at this time during the eclipse season, everything that we focus on is amplified. It's amplified energy. So we have a unique opportunity in this window over the next 5 days between now and the actual eclipse on Monday the 8th to really amplify the energy. So what are you going to do to amplify the energy? What are you going to focus on? We want to encourage you to focus on gratitude.
Exactly.
Yes. And I see we have some people watching. I'm not sure who that is. If you don't,
I don't see the name either. Facebook user. Facebook user.
yeah. Unless you agree to whatever it is on Facebook, we can't see your name. But somebody is what we have some people watching, and somebody said gratitude changed my life. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. This is Tanis. Okay. Excellent.
Hi, Tanis.
Hi, Tanis. Thank you so
Hi,
much.
Nancy.
And Nancy, yes, Nancy is also joining us. So if you are live, we have a couple other people joining us live. So put your name or comment if you want to share your perspective on this gratitude. But this is the key message here is don't be afraid during this time. We've both heard things about like, don't go out, don't do this, don't that. I mean, there are some serious energetic shifts happening. Like, I believe that this is actually going to help us upgrade our DNA. This is something I've studied with Gene Keys, with Richard Rudd. And so he talks about that in a book, about how, in his Gene Keys book, about these energetic shifts that are going to happen. And this book is a few years old now, but I sense that that's what we're going through. So there are energetic shifts. We're all feeling it this week. Maybe if you're sensitive, put it, if you're following, okay, somebody from Alberta, that's good. Yeah. Show us, tell us where you're
feeling the energy.
If you're feeling the energy, yes, tell us where you're from, and what you're feeling. But the thing is, we are all, most of us are feeling something. What is it? It's energy, it's frequency. Some people say it's upgrades. Some people say it's just, solar flares. I mean, there's a lot of things that we could talk about, but the point is we're at a time when this energy is being amplified. And so to take advantage of it, what we want you to do, what we want to encourage you to consider, we can't tell you what to do, nor would we ever. Always listen to your own internal guidance system. But we want to encourage you to consider gratitude, because that is the quickest and easiest way we know of to shift your frequency and to take advantage of these powerful energies. What else would you want to add, Michelle?
Yeah, well, it's like every time I can think back in my life when I had the fear or the uncertainty, or I didn't know what to do, things, whenever I focused on being grateful, and I can even remember the days when all I could do was be grateful for air to breathe. But just even being grateful for that air to breathe, it's like that little spark of momentum, and it starts to shift your energy and you get more momentum. So when you start to be grateful and being in the present moment, and find peace in that present moment so that you can be happy where you are, instead of the I'll be happy when syndrome. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Like, I'll be happy when my bills are paid. I'll be happy when I have no mortgage. I'll be happy when I'm debt free. I'll be happy when I have this new outfit or this better house or vehicle, right? But when you choose to be happy now, in spite of whatever evidence you have around you, that frequency of gratitude for just your being will take over, and the shifts that will happen in your life are amazing. Like, new job, new opportunities, new friends, new relationships, new people. Like, you welcome in so much new things. So and what's coming in right now is, like, with this whole eclipse, what I think everybody can agree on is eclipse means change on some levels. I don't know if that's actually in a dictionary anywhere, but I think everybody can kind of resonate with that. Eclipse being a feeling of change. And change is scary for a lot of people, right? So I'm going to offer our Theta Healing download. And if you would like this, just say yes out loud so your subconscious is on board with it. But would you like to have Creator's wisdom of change? How it feels to embrace change and know that change can be in your favor, and that things are always working out for you, and that you can release the fear of the unknown, all of that uncertainty, and have trust that things are always working out for you. And if you'd like that, you can just say yes. And
Yes, I want it.
And let's show everybody how to just be love. Just be love throughout this, and be grateful for the love that is in your life, and let that amplify and ripple out. Would you like that? And the conscious piece that's coming in is there's been 1 million eclipses and we're all still here. So breathe. Just get grounded, centered, and be grateful for what you have in your life, and allow that momentum to carry you through this eclipse season, bringing gratitude and bringing you more things to be grateful for. I'm seeing hearts.
So I want to remind you that when we say yes, whether you say it out loud or you say it in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit, what you're doing is energetic agreement. And so it is that is so powerful. And when we are in energetic agreement, we can move mountains. Literally, that is the intention for the Know Yourself Revolution, to positively impact 5 billion people by 2025. Not because I'm amazing or think I'm going to talk to millions of people, but because through frequency and alignment with amazing people like Michelle, I can partner and help to create a platform for these other people who also have a similar vision to create a tipping point for humanity. Because when we do this together, we are making a difference. So you, by sharing, by being with us now, by saying yes, by shifting your own frequency, you are making a difference in the world, not just in your world, in the room that you're in, not just in the family that you interact with, but all the neighborhood and the depending on how high your frequency is. There is evidence to support this. Like, it goes way up, right? And it goes way out. So it's not even direct. It's not even like a one-on-one. It's like a one to many, 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 depending on how high your frequency gets. So that's why we're encouraging. Yes, someone else says 100%. That's why we're encouraging you to start a gratitude practice if you haven't, and use a gratitude practice, especially in the next 5 days. We are launching today this 5-day gratitude challenge. And so I'll be checking in with you every day for the next 5 days. I'll be at the Eclipse event. Let's see if I can put that information in here. I think, I don't know how many people are still going to be interested in it. But anyway, you can see where I'm speaking, kyr.life/eclipse. If you're interested in going somewhere to be with like-minded people this weekend. But the point here is that whatever you do, be intentional about it and choose gratitude instead of fear, because that is going to be the way that you will be able to make the most of this particular time, a very powerful time in history. Anything else you want to add to that, Michelle?
I just want to, for those people who feel powerless, that's how you reclaim your power, by choosing and then acting upon your choice. The baby steps. You don't need to run a marathon in a day to have all of the things done. You can start small. So simple, small appreciations. If it's hard for you to find gratitude in your life, start small. Like I said earlier, I started with, I'm grateful for air to breathe, and it can keep the momentum going. And then I'm like, oh, and now I'm grateful for my coffee. And oh my gosh, I'm grateful for this breakfast. And oh my goodness, someone just cooked my breakfast for me. And then the day will just keep unfolding that way. So it's so important to choose what energy you're going to be in. When you get up in that morning, that's when you're at your calmest, typically. So as soon as your eyes open, you pivot. Gratitude. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for air to breathe. I'm grateful for my bed. I love my pillow. It's so soft. And allow that momentum to carry you through your day, because it will. It will change your life.
Absolutely. I talked to a client in South Africa yesterday, and she told me that, and you may have heard me tell this story yesterday. It was so powerful. She said there was a time not that long ago that she would try to wake herself up in the morning. She would hit snooze 7 times usually, and then she'd have multiple cups of coffee just to try to wake up and get out of bed. And she said, since adopting a daily gratitude practice, this gratitude practice at activateyourlifepurpose.com, it's the one I teach because it helps you raise your frequency and intentionally create what you want. She said since then, she gets up in the morning. She does exactly what you said, Michelle. She sets her intention for magic and miracles. And she said amazing things happen to her every day. She pops out of bed with a different level of energy. And it has literally changed the way she sees herself, her life, and her purpose just from doing this simple 5 to 10 minute day gratitude practice. You can do it. You can start with just the minute version that Michelle talked about. Just, just set your intention and be grateful as the first thing that you think about when you open your eyes. But if you want to amp it up, try this written version because it's powerful.
It is. I tried it. I saw it. It's good. Yes, I can totally see. I'm like, oh yeah, this is next level. Yes. Yeah, definitely. I highly advise everyone try Grace's gratitude practice. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle. And if you want to learn more about theta healing, I know that Michelle has a free meditation here at kyr.life/theta healing. You can add www or https:// if you have any problems, I don't know. I think it depends on your browser. What we found out is that different browser settings, like some people could have an issue, but just put the https:// in front of it if that's not coming up for you. But that makes it quick and easy, and you can get this amazing meditation. Working with Michelle has been one of the best decisions that I ever made, and I've referred a lot of my close friends and family to her because it's so powerful. In fact, we might end up doing something else. We're taught that we haven't announced yet, but it's very powerful, and I just love the idea that we can make change fun and easy. I mean, that's my thing. That if you're going through a change, put change in the chat if you're going through a change. I want you to consider just saying out loud, I choose to make this change fun and easy. I choose to make this change fun and easy. Why is that so powerful? It's powerful because when you use your voice and you make a conscious choice, as Michelle said earlier, that is when you set an energetic framework for a new reality to pop in. And so if you've heard about multiple realities and multidimensionality, I hope it's not too weird for you to hear that here. But if you saw that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, that explained it a little bit more. And there are lots of people talking about this. So it's not just us, but it's powerful. And you can change your life in a moment by changing your belief system. And that's what Michelle has demonstrated in our event last week and in this download, in this meditation that she offers here at kyr.life/theta healing. So is there anything else that you would want to add to that, Michelle, for people who are feeling fear today about the eclipse?
If you feel stuck in fear and you would like my support, or even if you're having trouble accessing the meditation, you can reach out on my website, MicheleAnn.ca. Send me a message. Let me know your questions. Anything you'd like to know, I'm more than happy to answer those questions for you. Let's see how I can support you in releasing those limiting beliefs that have had you stuck in less than optimal conditions, and let's show you that you get to thrive. This is your life. We only get one kick of the can here. Let's make it the best that we can, because it is possible.
It absolutely is possible. It can be quick, and it can be easy, and it can be just that fast to change your whole life. And you can do it by changing your beliefs. So I'm going to ask you a question that I want us to discover. Maybe we'll dive into in a different session, Michelle, but I just, I've had people on the Facebook group. Know Yourself Revolution is a Facebook group that's, you don't even have to become a member to see information there. It's public and open. And the reason I did that is because I believe in the new paradigm. It's not about obligation. It's more about desire. And so I want to encourage you to choose what you want. And so my point is, as I've been surveying people in this Facebook group about what they need, somebody said to me, I'm really, I have some limiting beliefs. And so I'm just I love it, Tanis. Tanis says, I choose to make this change fun and easy. Thank you. Thank you for choosing that, because when you choose it for you, you also choose it for all those around you. So, Michelle, if you could just address that, how can people who feel like they have limiting beliefs, is there a short answer to that question?
Well, let's see. If you said, okay, let me feel into this for 1 second here. Let's say you believe that you felt safe having $10,000 in your bank account. If that was true, you would have $10,000 in your bank account. So our outside life is kind of a mirror of what's going on the inside. So when we see something on the outside, where does that fit in on the inside? Because everything that we're seeing in the outside world is literally a mirror of what's going on inside. So what we learn to do is we learn to tap into the various aspects in ourselves, like our inner child, inner teen, the rebel, the warrior, the princess, all of these different aspects that we have. And chances are somebody's not feeling heard. So, and then we end up with, I mean, I've seen some energies that it feels like a little bar fight going on in there with all the aspects fighting with each other. So when you notice that you're fighting with yourself, or there's something that you're dissatisfied with, or you can't seem to hit the mark you're going for, there's probably a limiting belief that is attached to that, that once we clear that, like, oh, easy peasy now.
And so how does somebody clear a limiting belief?
Okay. So how I do it personally is I tap into source, and then I make the command that that limiting belief be pulled, cleared, and resolved on all levels and replaced with the more empowering belief. So, for example, it's safe for me to walk to the store. Let's say I'm afraid. I have social anxiety and I'm afraid to go to the supermarket. So it would test to say it's safe for me to go to the supermarket, and you would probably muscle test a no. Well, okay. Would you like to know that it is safe for you to go to the supermarket? And we download creator's wisdom on that. So we literally get source's energy in that frequency, and we download it into their body and give them the wisdom, feeling, and the embodiment of it so that they can move forward without that fear. So we would clear the old program, install the new program, and then get creator to integrate it with all of their life, their business, their relationships, their bank account, and all levels of security in their life so that they feel secure moving forward with this new upgraded wisdom.
That's amazing. It sounds so quick and easy. And I'm here to tell you that it can be that quick and easy. It is really simple. And Michelle is amazing. What I found after I had this amazing session with her is I actually started meeting other theta healers. I met 2 other theta healers right afterwards. And I was so excited because I had met Michelle, and I was asking them like, oh, wow, do you do, can you help with physical issues? I had people in mind. I was just like wanting to help everybody. And I was so surprised that they said, no, they could not do it. And I was like, but Michelle said she can, like, how come you can't, And I was just, I was trying not to be rude, but I was curious, like genuinely curious, because I thought, well, if it's really about possibility and it's really about a limiting belief, like I would have assumed that every theta healer could do this. And what I learned was that it depends on the theta healer's belief system about themselves.
Nice.
Is there anything you could add about that, Michelle?
Oh, that so makes sense. And it's so true, because I've worked with a lot of theta healers. I've met hundreds of theta healers. And I have to say, like, and this is not a judgment or anything, but not all theta healers are equal. It's the same as like not all doctors, not all nurses, not all construction foremen, not all managers are equal. So when you're looking for a healer in your life or someone to help you, it's a great idea to check out their story and see where they've been. Have they overcome certain circumstances? What do they believe? Because if they believe that you can only get here, then you're only going to get there. But if they believe you can get way up here, then yeah, you're going to get way up there. So like I said, you're only limited by your beliefs. And when you can embrace limitlessness, then you can thrive.
Yeah, and I was just, if you want to hear the full story, upgrade to VIP. It's only $27. You can get that amazing clearing that Michelle did for all of us about self-love and about self-trust. Oh my gosh, it was so powerful. And I still am benefiting from it. I'm so grateful. And I know because of the way quantum works, that if you get if you get the recording, it works the same way, right, Michelle?
Absolutely. And every time you do it, you will go a level deeper and a level deeper. Because like I think of it like, have the cream rises to the top. So like you stir the pot, skim the fat, stir this pot, skim the fat, rinse and repeat, and you just get better and better and better.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you want to hear Michelle's whole story, it's amazing. And as I have got feedback from people that attended our event last week, quite a few people said they resonate with your story, Michelle, and how you healed yourself. It's such a powerful story and so inspiring. And so what it told me is that here, this Facebook user says anything is possible when you're healing in the quantum field. That's
Yes,
exactly
it
what I was going to
is.
say. Yes. So I have another appointment, so I have to go soon. So we have to say goodbye for now. But I will be back tomorrow. Be sure to upgrade to VIP if you want to get all of Michelle's story. If you want to learn from her and try out her meditation at kyr.life/theta healing. Really powerful stuff. This stuff really works. This is amazing. Like it's life changing, truly. And imagine if we didn't have pain. Like my interactions with Michelle have informed me about the new world that we are creating as part of the Know Yourself Revolution. Put new world in the chat if you're in alignment with creating this new world where we don't have physical pain. Like, what would it look like if we didn't have any physical pain? What would it look like if you had a session with Michelle and she was able to help you clear the pain just like she helped me? I mean, I'm telling you, it is life changing. So
your level of happiness goes way up.
Oh my gosh, it's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Like you can start moving up that ladder once you address the real physical issues. So it's possible. It's not just possible, it's quick and easy. So reach out to her if you're interested in that. Thank you so much for being here, Michelle. If you're concerned about the eclipse and the energies, remember gratitude this week. It's really important. We're going to do this 5-day challenge. Today is day 1. My challenge for you is to start your gratitude journal. You can get it at activateyourlifepurpose.com. It's an 8-minute video. It'll explain how to do it. It's very simple. You need a pen and paper. Follow the process. Commit to 10 minutes today and see what results you see tomorrow. We'll do it every single day. I will be offering the opportunity for people to share their stories on the live. So I will be joining live from the Eclipse event outside of Austin for the next couple days, pending internet connection. I might have to go into town. I don't know. But we will be doing this 5-day challenge to take advantage of these powerful eclipse energies. And let's use gratitude to maximize the potential so that we can put into the field what we want to have amplified. Because remember, if you don't put anything in and it's fear around you, guess what you're going to amplify? So if you want something different, you have to do something different. And we are giving you a very clear, easy solution that anybody can do. So final words, Michelle.
Energy flows where attention goes. So watch your thoughts. What are you thinking about?
Absolutely. I love it. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Michelle.
You're so welcome. Bye, everybody.